Anyway, apparently Riot has just dropped all the information on the new season, guys. So it's time to watch what is happening in the new season, okay? Let's do some reaction. Is the new season going to save League of Legends, or is League of Legends still going to be... Let's find out. Okay. First we have Season 2024 Gameplay Spotlight.
Out with the old, in with the new. Welcome one and all to Season 2024. We've got quite a few changes to share, from terrain
Ironic, it's freak.
adjustments to new monsters and items. Ready to see what's coming? Let's get into it.
Map changes, alright, let's see it.
Wait, where are we? Oh, it's top lane. These walls are different.
Ooh.
Would you look at that? The brush is now in the middle of the river. Well, that'll make for a trickier gank path from jungle, so you top laners can focus more on your lane opponent.
So, oh, interesting. So, okay, so this bush right here, fuck, you guys can't see it. I'll do this. So this bush right here, you see my mouse, this is the new bush where you're gonna fight over the pink ward. It's a very small bush. But this makes it so you ward in the middle of this bush, and then this area is basically fully covered. You will not be able to be ganked from here or here, because the ward is going to see everything.
Instead of hungry junglers. We've got terrain changes across the entire
Holy. Damn, okay.
map, actually. Like in mid lane, the brush is farther back from the lane now, and we've adjusted the
It's further back from the lane. Ooh.
walls to both red and blue side for better symmetry. Overall, these adjustments should make it a little safer to play a variety of champions in mid lane, especially those mages with 0 dashes.
Okay.
Speaking of safety, we've
What the fuck is that gank angle? Where is he coming from?
especially those mages with 0 dashes.
Rip Kiana? That could be true. Kiana could actually be kinda nerfed with these changes, yeah?
Speaking of safety, we've also changed the walls opposite Baron and Dragon Pit for a bit more security while you're moving between lanes through the
Where is that even? I don't even... This is... Okay, this is bot. This is in front of Jargon.
Change the walls
Wow, the wall is so fucking big. And then there's a bush here. Man, this bush is like... That's gonna be really hard to play against a certain characters. Like, look at these bushes. They're everywhere. And this is so much...
opposite Baron and Dragon Pit for a bit more security while you're moving between lanes through the jungle.
This is bot lane. Damn, what? This is the new, hey mid laner, die bot lane angle. This is the new one now. Like, this is so much easier to die bot, no? Like, it's so much safer. Let's say you call mid laner and jungler and you come bot, right? Right here. It's so much easier, like, let's say you can dive, then it's easier to disengage this way, no?
Finally, in bot lane, there's a new gank path on red side to make the map more symmetrical. We've also shipped
New gank path on rat side. Damn,
finally,
like, imagine you're pushed up on bot lane. Like, this gank angle is... Holy, this is scary, no? This gank angle right here?
bot lane, there's a new gank path on red side to make the map more symmetrical. We've also shifted the brush to the middle of the river, so
Both? Damn, this brush is so weird. It kind of makes me like feel like Ivern put the bush. Damn. Okay. So if you control this spot right here with the pink ward, it's a lot of vision, right? A lot of vision.
both teams can more reasonably fight for vision control.
Is Rengar nerfed here with these changes? Is Rengar nerfed? Not sure.
5 down there.
Okay. New map is kind of interesting. We'll see how it goes. Monster.
New jungle paths aren't the only thing to keep your eye on this season. A new Void monster has found its way to the Rift. During the early game, a camp of 3 Void grubs will now spawn inside the Baron.
Void Grump,
When you attack a grub, smaller Void might...
No, Void Corrupt, I think is that. Wait, maybe I can put subtitles. Void Grubs.
Void grubs will now spawn inside the Baron pit. When you attack a grub, smaller Void mites appear to join the fight.
Okay.
Killing one of the Void grubs grants a permanent buff to your entire team that deals damage over time when attacking turrets.
Yes, it's a tower attacking buff.
For every grub you slay, the buff becomes more powerful. After the first 3 grubs are killed, 3 more will spawn a few minutes later. If your team manages to kill all 6, then you unlock the maximum buff. When you attack a turret, you'll apply the damage over time and spawn some Void mites of your own to help take it down.
Oh no, man. It's like, hey Belvet, you're supposed to be cool. Not anymore. Now we'll take what you have and put it for everyone. No, but in all honesty, I don't like it. I don't like it because I'm just not a fan of like this split pushing, you know, this split pushing. Hey, I'm gonna perma split push, hit the tower, degenerate gameplay. I don't like it, you know?
Keep in mind that these grubs are an incremental camp, not all or nothing. So slaying even one can give your team a small boost and keep the enemy from collecting all 6.
Okay, that makes sense. So basically, if you deny them one, they won't get the big buff, right? So, I mean, technically, it kind of makes sense, right? You need to slay 6 of them, so you don't give enemy the buff, the ultimate buff. So if you only take, okay, I mean, Reef Herald, okay? That's
At
Reef
14
Herald.
minutes, any remaining grubs disappear, and the beloved Rift Herald enters the game with
Okay, so Reef Herald will now spawn at 14 minutes, not 8, right? It was before.
a fresh new look. Maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's the hideously vile influence of the void from whence they came. If you slay the Herald, you can summon them as before to march down lane and whack turrets. Or, any member of your team can hop on board to play Summoner's Drift, steering the monster as they charge forward like a battle sled. Ramming Herald into a turret,
Wow.
Summoner's Drift, steering the monster
So you can go into the Herald, drive it like a Cyanult,
as they charge forward like a battle sled.
but then you can ignore every minion on the wave by doing this. Like, minions will not stop the Herald anymore. I mean, that makes Herald be a little bit better. However, if plates are down, then Herald is still kinda whack.
Ramming Herald into a turret this way deals some extra damage, and you can run into enemy champions to damage and knock them up. On collision with terrain or a turret, the driver pops out nearby,
Damn, so you can gank with the Herald.
and the ability to steer goes on cooldown. This
Wait, what did
terrain
it say?
or a turret, the driver pops out nearby, and the ability to steer goes on cooldown.
Oh, okay.
This cooldown resets if you hit a turret, but takes longer if you hit a wall. All aboard the Shelly Demolition Train.
Okay.
Now let's talk about... What was that?
That's the new Baron.
Baron
Baron.
Nashor, Voidborn Tyrant of the Rift, is back and badder than ever before. When he enters the game, you'll know it. Baron takes one of 3 forms when he emerges. Each form provides the same classic buff, but alters how he fights and determines the shape of his pit.
What? Really?
Game Born Tyrant of Baron takes one of 3 forms
This is like the standard pit that we have now, right?
when he emerges. Each form provides the
This is like a standard pit, but it has the wall in the middle, and right and left side entrance.
same classic buff, but
And
alters
then-
how he fights and determines
And then this one is the weirdest one, where the pit is like open more horizontal or whatever. And the entrance, this has like 3 entrances basically. This, oh, what? This makes it so like so many times champions are just gonna be clumped up in these areas, and then like AoE team fighting ults or whatever are going to like hit hard.
the shape of his pit. But wait, there's more. With Baron's entrance, the Void's influence spreads across the map, infusing the Scuttle Crab, Brambleback, and Sentinel with dark power.
Okay.
Voidborn Scuttle Crab becomes tankier and tougher to kill. On death, she sends out a massive burst like a Scryer's Bloom, revealing all enemy champions and wards in a large area. Bet you didn't see that coming.
Okay, so it's just a scrying orb when you kill the crap. Kinda makes sense, I guess.
Likewise, the Voidborn red and blue buff require a little more muscle to take down, but in
Okay.
exchange, they grant the buff to every teammate who's alive at the time. So
Really? Everyone is gonna get a blue or a red buff.
5 months.
Not a fan of
Nempark.
that. Not a fan of that. That kinda, that's weird. More Reynolds, thank you for the sub.
no more fighting over who gets
That's so weird.
blue buff, alright?
That's the cool part about blue, that you only give it to one person. Or red buff. Infernal Rift, okay. Map changes, okay, before we play the video. Map changes, map terrain changes on Jargons would be nice. So, my opinion is that Chemtech Jargon has by far the coolest, most fun map change out of any Jargon, and the rest are all meh.
Speaking of cool new buffs, let's talk Infernal Rift. All versions of the Elemental Rift have been refreshed to accommodate the new base terrain, with Mountain Rift losing a few walls that didn't quite fit anymore. But
Okay.
we've changed up Infernal Rift completely.
Okay.
We don't have gameplay footage quite ready at this time, so let me paint you a word picture. Instead of a burned out fire escape, Infernal Rift will scatter infernal cinders all across the map. Picking up these cinders gives a small burst of move speed and a stat buff. On death, half your collected cinders explode out for others to snag for themselves. I mean,
really?
You weren't using them anymore, right?
Damn, there's a lot of shit. Like that's a lot of new stuff.
As in years past, we've made some item adjustments for this new season. Like, a lot of adjustments. For one, mythic items are out. Gone. Poof. In their place, we're adding, removing, and updating a bunch of items across several champion classes. Mages, assassins, tanks, enchanters, fighters, and marksmen will all notice quite a few changes when they gear up this season.
Okay.
For example, the new Storm Surge for those AP assassins and burst mages who really want to shock the enemy. In addition, we've
okay, that was like an explosion.
Surge for those AP assassins and burst.
So he kills the Ziggs, and then there's like an explosion right here. That AoE explosion.
The enemy. In addition, we've overhauled the support quest items. Supports now have a singular item they pick up at the start of the game with minimal stats. You earn gold with this item by executing minions of any type for a flat amount, or hitting enemy champions with abilities or attacks.
So, wow, so you can last hit minions and harass enemy to stack your support item. Really?
At the middle tier, you unlock refilling wards as before. And when you reach the final tier, you can choose between several upgraded items to suit your playstyle. Whether you prefer protecting your carry or more aggressive support tactics, we've got you covered.
Buffing support again, classic.
While you're running around the new map with new monsters and new items, you should keep an eye out for old grudges. We've added a handful of champion quests that will trigger when certain champs are in the same game.
That's kinda cool, but I hope they don't overdo it.
Defeating your quest rival on the enemy team will grant a tiny buff. While it won't significantly impact the game, it'll be a nice reward for you Renekton mains to finally stick it to Nemesis. Many of the changes we've made this year are aimed at making gameplay mechanics.
Zhonya's Hourglass, 3.1k, 60 armor, 60 MR. What? No AP? What? Where's my item? Where's my item? What the fuck? Well, no more will players be able to have the card where mages have Zhonya, and now tanks will have Zhonya, guys. But this item is stupid. Why is it good against everything? Why does it give MR and armor? Why not just one? Yikes! Well, 07 mage players. 07. It was nice while it lasted, I guess. We just played like, what, 12 years of League with Zhonya as one of our core items, and now, well, now it's just gone. Now it's just gone, guys. GG. 07.
Mechanics and systems easier to understand. This goal includes a lot of adjustments mentioned previously, or smaller changes like simplified tool.
Okay, wait, hold on. They don't show the build path. I was like, please remove stopwatch. Stopwatch should not be in the game. I can only pray and hope they remove stopwatch.
This goal includes a lot of adjustments mentioned previously, or smaller changes like simplified tooltip language.
Can I say Nemesis?
We also just want to make it feel better to be.
They really took the only decent mage item and made it for everyone. I swear I cannot be bothered.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Zhonya is a decent mage item. If I'm being honest, but yeah.
On the Rift. Listen closely and you might notice the music changing throughout the game based on where you are or what you're doing. Listen closely and you might language.
Hold on.
Includes a lot of adjustments mentioned previously, or smaller changes like simplified tooltip language. We also just want to make it feel better to be on the Rift. Listen closely and you might notice the music changing throughout the game based on where you are or what you're doing. Baron boss music, anyone?
That would be cool.
And
Baron boss music would be very cool.
Commiserate with your teammates in a language everyone understands. The fist bump. Okay, that was a lot to cover. In summary, new terrain means new gang paths in every lane. Void grubs are now a thing. You can now drive the Rift Herald into battle. Baron looks scarier and the Void is everywhere. Infernal Rift is totally changing. There's a bunch of new items. Some champs are bringing their beef onto the Rift, and fist bumps explode into sparkles and fireworks. Phew, got all that? Good. If you want all the nitty-gritty details, we unpack everything in the article linked below. So study up, friends, and we'll see you in January when Season 2024 kicks off.
interesting. Interesting. Okay, what's the next thing? Here. Gameplay preview. Okay. The season 2020 start, PB today. Okay, housekeeping note. The things will be in pretty early state. When you first see them, expect changes. Disclaimer, while quite a few of these changes are Void related, we wanted to let you know that there will not be a Void event in 2024. Last note, we'll have additional DAO blocks. Okay. Gameplay changes, Void grabs and Void mites. We got some brand new resident moving into the barn pit this season, the Void Grubs. They are Voidborn beasties that will take place of the Reef Herald of each game before despawning at 40 minutes. They will spawn at 5 minutes. Call me crowd, thanks for Twitch Prime. Each when its own respawn timer of 4 minutes, and a maximum of 6 can spawn in a single game. Okay, cool. When augured, each Void Grub will unleash a swarm of Void Smites to attack.
Freak moment, we gave the champion who doesn't yield a stopwatch now, making him completely unkillable.
Should you manage to take down some Void Grubs, your entire team will earn the Hunger of the Void buff, which will give the user damage over time bonus to structures. This buff stacks, blah 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 blah. When you manage to take down 5 or 6, you'll periodically summon 1 or 2 Void Smites respectively to help you take down structures. Wow, 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Honestly, I could be wrong, but I feel like the reason why they're doing is to make the game be less about botlane. I could be wrong, but yeah, that might be the reason why. Reef Herald. Reef Herald is back. They have a brand new Void Grub inspired look. Shelly's appearance isn't all that's changing. Now when you crush the Eye of Herald, the Reef Herald will spawn, but the user or ally champion will be able to right click the Herald and jump onto them, allowing the rider to steer Shelly, similar to Sun Ult. If you charge Herald into a turret, then it will do more damage than if they are charged into one uncontrolled. Wow, okay, that's important. That's cool. If you happen to run into an enemy champion, then they will be damaged or knocked airborne. Once you collide with terrain or a turret, the champion riding Shelly will be knocked off, going back to their usual sleeves. I feel like this is gonna make it harder to kill Herald before it crushes the tower. Void camps. As it turns out, the Void is the gift that keeps on giving in terms blah blah blah. So okay, so before I continue, I think one of my theories is that Riot is going to make events each year now. So this year is gonna be Void, but let's say next year maybe it's gonna be like a B event or something. I don't know. I think that's what they're gonna do moving forward. I think they're going to basically do yearly events. Having expanded its presence throughout the map, Blue Sentinel and Red Brambleback are looking voidier. It's all about Void here. Okay, once Baron Asher emerges onto the reef at 20 minutes, the next time Blue Sentinel and Red Brambleback respawn, they will rise again as Voidborn Sentinel and Voidborn Brambleback. Transformation also comes with increased durability, making them harder to take down, but free not because this extra effort is worth it. Now once slain, Blue and Red will grant their buffs to the entire team of the player that takes them down, excluding any allies that were dead. That's kinda weird, but at the same time, it's at least after minute 20. So guys, after minute 20, when the Baron is in the game, you're gonna take Red or Blue, and everyone in the game is just gonna have Red and Blue. This probably means enemy team is all gonna have Red and Blue, and your team is all gonna have Red and Blue. I don't know how to feel about that. Personally, I think it's too much. I think it's too much. Similarly, after 20 minutes, once Reef Scuttler rises again after being slain, she will be Voidborn Scuttler. When slain, Voidborn Scuttler will send out a massive Scar Boom, revealing all champion wards, blah blah blah, and then one wards are going to be reduced to 1 HP. So Scuttler is going to be a lot about vision. Okay. Now the start, the Barn Pit, Barn Usher, blah blah blah. So this is one of the areas of how Barn is going to look like. There's still a wall where you can steal the barn. Right here, you can still threaten a barn still. But there's a lot more open area here that you can play. This area in particular is the longest like wall here. The longest choke is right here, so this area you have to be really careful of. It's very interesting though, but there's a lot of areas where you can hit. This is a very open space in a way. A visual update isn't the only thing Barn is getting with the updates. He's also getting 3 brand new forms. Hunting Barn leaves the pit unchanged. Territorial Baron creates a wall in front of the pit. And finally, the All-Seeing Baron closes off the front and opens up sides, creating a tunnel.
Only red or blue spawns void like not both and not always.
Oh, only one of them. Oh, okay. So only one red buff or blue buff can be avoided. Okay, okay. Okay. These new configurations create variation in how Baron fights play out game to game. So okay, so this is the tunnel one. This is the one that's like basically the same as before. Nothing changes, right? I'm pretty sure the pit should be kind of similar. And then here, this is the pit where it's a bit more open to the sides, but the middle part is a bit more closed. So if you want to contest this barn and you come in from here, then this is like a choke you have to be careful of. But this side seems to be a bit more open than this side. In order to make each barn encounter more unique, we also added different attacks for each barn variation. Okay. All-Seeing Baron opens a void rift that creates a damage over time zone within the new tunnel pit. The Authorital Baron pulls champions near him with his new handy hands. The Hunting Baron blasts all nearby enemies with lightning from above. Okay. I mean, that's gonna be pretty easy to get used to over time, to be honest. Range changes. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so instead of trying to read textual descriptions of the map, changes allow me to visually demonstrate them. Okay. So this is top lane. Alcove seems pretty similar. This side of the map seems roughly similar, although this part is a bit more open. Blue buff is definitely way different here. Bush is still here. There's a new bush right here, which is very interesting. And then this part, so the middle bush here, and then this part is like... So if you're a top laner, you will still probably want to ward Tribush. Okay, so one thing that's very noticeable here is this wall is way thicker, right? So you can't flash this wall. Rexa will still be able to go over this wall, but like you will only be able to flash through here, probably, right? Cassante wall. It is actually a Cassante wall. Holy moly. Zari also, yeah. It's interesting. This part is also a bit more open here. Up in the top side we have two major changes. First, we somewhat mirrored the terrain from blue to red side, making gank paths more similar and the lane trickier to gank. Second, we created a new little wall and brush combination in the middle of the river entrance. Okay. Jungle. Okay, so this is mid to bot side. So let's see what's new. So this part seems pretty unaffected. This part right here seems... I mean, the bush is more further away from lane. There's no pixel bush anymore here. There's this new bush right here, which probably players are going to ward right here, I would assume. Because this part would give a lot of vision right here somewhere. Blue buff area is pretty same here, but this here is changed. There's like a tunnel here. So let's say you are a mid lane and you run to bot lane, then you can run through river or through this path, which is a bit more aggressive, but it is way more simpler to run since it's pretty straight. Right here, bush that controls, and then this bush. Okay, I mean, makes sense. River is pretty open. There's a big wall right here. Okay, this big wall is pretty important because certain champions will be able to dash out of it. And maybe Riot is gonna put a Blastcon here. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a new Blastcon right here. This wall right here, a lot of champions won't be able to go through it. So if you come from here, you're gonna have to choose, right? Do I go from bot side and contest the Dragon this way? Or do I go from here and contest the Dragon this way? In the jungle, the mighty jungle, new walls did arise. The biggest range changes here is new wide wall directly across from the barn and Jake pits. They should help create some safety for junglers on their own half of the map and equalize mid laners' options to roam towards bottom or top. Mid lane. Okay, so looking at mid lane, very interesting. Very interesting. So there's this new path right here that opens up. That's way cleaner. River. Bushes are way further apart. This really nerfs Kiana, no? How is Kiana able to just keep grabbing grass mark? This is gonna be really tough. Everything else, I don't know. Everything else is pretty normal. So here, this wall is really important, right? Because oftentimes as a mid laner, there was a wall right here and then you would have to ward it over. But this is like a thick wall. So basically, if I understand correctly, you mainly want to ward here and here, right? here and here is where you're gonna have want wards as a mid laner. Red side has this advantage where they can look for a gank from this side, but from this side they will not be able to look for a gank. And the same goes for blue side. Like, right? People can gank from this side, but from this side they will not really be able to gank you. There's a tower here. Unless they walk through tower, but they're probably taking minimum 2 tower shots, if not 3, if they walk through here. This is how it's designed, right? So it's designed in a way where someone can't gank you from here because the tower is going to attack you so many times, and the same goes from here. Someone will not be able to gank you from here because the tower will really attack you a lot. Moving into mid lane, we're creating more space by pushing the brush back a bit and moving one gank path further back. This should help create some more safety for immobile mid lane mages so players feel a bit better when picking this type of champions. Bot lane. Okay, what do we have on bot lane? Okay, so Tribush looks pretty similar here. This area is a bit more open than this bush area here in the middle to control everything. And then Alkov seems pretty similar. In all honesty, bot lane didn't get a lot of changes here, no? This side looks really similar, but the red side of bot lane looks a bit more different here. It looks pretty similar. I feel like bot lane is the least changed map. Am I wrong? Okay. Finally, we made our way to the bot lane. The first change is similar to the top lane. We added in a small wall and pixel brush right beside it. Next up is only a red side only change. We mirrored the blue bush tribush area onto the right side and opened a new gank path beside the tower. This should help make both sides more symmetrical, eliminating any side base advantages when it comes to gank protection and warding. Okay, so for people who don't know, okay, junglers like Rek'Sai, for example, had a really strong gank path on this side of the map where they would dash over this wall right here that existed before and gank the bot lane from behind. This makes it so, you know, it's not the case anymore because this area is way more open. Infernal Drake changes. I'm really surprised they only gave Infernal Drake the changes, nothing else, by the way. Given the terrain changes we introduced with the set of changes, we also need to adjust some of the drakes so they'll play nicely with all the new walls. This includes moving a few small walls and brushes for mountain and ocean drake. Okay, cool. However, after we spend so much time building walls across the reef, we take a step back to look at infernal map changes. Infernal cinders will spawn around the map. Each cinder will give champion that picked up adaptive stats beneficial to your champion burst of move speed. Upon death, champions will drop half the cinders, which they can be picked up by other enemy and allied champs. We want to experiment with these changes after considering player feedback being the least interesting in terms of gameplay. Okay, so players are saying that Infernal map is the least interesting one. Our goal is that will help create more interesting map states beyond just terrain changes like Hectech and Chemtech. Keep a close eye, but okay. These bumps. Okay. These bumps. Riot Games, whose logo is a fist bump, added a new interactive fist bump. Okay, cool. GG. New item thematic vote results. Last month we introduced you to Go Fast with Friends, a new tank support
Can I say
item.
Nemesis?
Nemesis, do you think the meta shifts from 1-1-2 lane configuration to a 2-1-1 lane state from top to bot?
1-1 what? 2-1-1 lane state from top to bot? No, because they're gonna keep the tower protection in the game. I think the game is gonna run the same way. One top laner, one mid laner, two bot. Last month we introduced you to Go Fast item, a new tank support item. LICU, whatever, okay. The Deadman split one. Okay. 2,400 gold, 250 health, 40 armor, 5 MS. Passive, when moving up, build 20 MS at max stacks, leave a trail that raises allied champions, moves by 50% of yours. Your next attack discharges build up move speed. For melee champions at top speed, this attack also slows the target by 50% for 1 second. So okay, they wanna make the champion more about melee champs than range champs. So they basically buff it a bit for melee. Yeah, it's like a mini Deadman split. It's pretty cheap. It gives like okay stats, and then it's just the point is moon split. Dynamic music, you know our cool new void creatures. Well, the brand new visuals aren't the only one changing around the bottom pit with our changes. We also added new music where there's fighting. Okay, that's kind of cool. Item changes. Okay, so blah blah blah. We remove stopwatch and the perfect timing room. Thank you. Thank you. Finally. Good change. Support quests and items. As a part of 2024 gameplay changes, all support items and quests have been combined into a single starter item to help demystify support itemization changes. Okay. Item costs 40 gold. Huh? 40? What? Do they want support items to buy Dorn items or what? What? Why 40? It's meant to say 400? Okay, yeah. It's a typo. It has to be 400. There's no way a 40 gold item will give 3 gold per 10. There's no way. Okay, let's just assume it's 400. 30 health, 25 mana, 25 health percent. Okay. Earn 500 gold from this item, transform into a runic compass. Gold generation, gain a charge every 18 seconds up to 3 charges. While nearby an enemy champion consume the charge, damaging abilities will grant 30 gold or 28. Wow, you're gonna stack this so fast. Killing a minion by any means grants you 20 gold and the nearest ally champion the same amount of gold they would receive. Okay, so if you can't harass, you kill the minion and you gain gold that way. Damn, this is so fast. People are going to get a new support item upgraded. Okay, 100 health, 50, 50, 5 gold. 5 gold per 10! 5? Okay, I'm pretty sure the current gold per 10 is 2 on the current version of League. 5 gold per 10! Riot really wants supports to have more gold in the game. Damn, support is just getting buffed. Support is really getting buffed here. Okay, this looks pretty similar, although this one stacks a bit faster. New Bounty of Worlds. You may notice Bounty of Worlds is almost exactly the same item as Runic Compass. While you notice right, Bounty of Worlds is an in-between state that allows the item to upgrade into any of the 5 support item upgrades. Once upgraded, it served its purpose. Okay. This is almost the same. And then new upgraded items. As a note, all upgraded items will share the same stats with the differentiator being the upgrades. It has 200 health, 75, 75, 5. Damn, they're keeping 5 gold per 10. Damn, man, that is a lot of gold, seriously. Okay, Celestial Opposition. Passive, Blasting of the Mountain. Become blast to reduce incoming damage per champion 40 to 25. 40 melee, 25 range, lingering for 2 seconds. Okay, this is Crown effect. When the reduction wears off, unleash a shockwave around you that slows nearby enemies by 50% for 1.5. Effects refreshes after leaving a combat for 15 seconds. What? That sounds so OP, man. Only 15 seconds of non-combat. It just sounds so OP. And the slow sounds so OP too. Passive, slowing or immobilizing enemy champion grants your nearby ally the lowest amount of health with 120 bonus health and 90 move speed for 4 seconds. 20-second cooldown. Okay, so what does that mean? So if you have a champion that slows, you're just gonna heal your allies. Okay. 90 movement speed is just such an absurd number for 4 seconds. It really is, man. Bloodsong. After using an ability, your next attack is enhanced with an additional 75 physical damage on hit. If the target is a champion, apply Expose Weakness, increasing the damage they take by 12%, 8% range for 6 seconds. Okay, so it's a Shin effect into a PTA effect. Is it a Shin combined with PTA? What champion abuses this really well? Like Ashe support? Or what? Senna? Sona? Bart? Yeah? Dream Maker. Gain a blue dream bubble and a purple dream bubble every 8 seconds. Healing and shielding another ally blows both dream bubbles to them and empowers them for 3 seconds. Blue bubble reduces 140 incoming damage on the next hit, and purple bubble grants 90 bonus magic damage on hit. Bro, these are such strong numbers. You know, I don't even mind these effects, but the numbers just seem so massive. Seriously. Zizak Realm Spike. Dealing ability damage to a champion causes an explosion at their current location that damages the target enemy, dealing 50% max health damage capped at 300 against monsters. 3-second cooldown? 3-second cooldown? So it's basically, okay, it's basically Infernal Soul for your champion. That's what it is. It's Infernal Soul for your champion. I think these items look too strong. Could be wrong. That's how it looks. Mage items. Okay, here's what we're for. Guys, we're here for this. Here we go. Here we go. Removed. Crown of the Shattered Queen. Based. Everfrost. Based. Leeching Leer. Based. Demonic Embrace. Not sure about that. I feel like that was a pretty good item. Not sure why they're removing that. Night Harvester. Based. Luden's Tempest. I'm fine with it. Stopwatch. Based. Okay, most of these pretty good news. Luden's is probably gonna be just another item. I don't think people should be worried about this. New. Malignance, right? That's what we said? Total cost 3k gold. Item Lost Chapter Findish. Okay, so this is Lianji build path. On top of that, good news. Good news. Okay, it's already good news. It costs only 900 to complete it, compared to Lianji, who's 1.2k. Okay, this is nice news for mage itemization. 80 AP, 20 haste, 600 mana. This is same as current version, so the item is just strictly buffed based on cost. Let's see this. Ultimate power. Gain 15 ability haste for your ultimate. Oh, cool. That's cool. Ultimate flames. Whenever you damage an enemy champion with your ultimate, burn the ground beneath them for 3 seconds, dealing 60 plus 60% magic damage every second and reducing their magic resist by 6 to 12 level scaling, for as long as they're on the burning ground. I mean, Karthus sounds pretty good with this. Karthus sounds pretty good. So any champion that will just want to spam ult, or like that is very ult based champion, this sounds really good for them. What else would there be? Kassadin? Maybe Kassadin will want it only because of the ult haste, yeah. I could see that. Nico? Maybe. Any champ that just really likes spamming ult just sounds very good with this. Item seems pretty good, I'm gonna be honest. The fact that it's cheaper than Lianji and gives you same stats, and then it has a really cool ult haste effect, I think the item sounds pretty good. This is going to be one of the main items most mage champions are going to buy, because it gives you mana, so you will want a mana item. Caster Companion. Okay, so this is another version of the mana item. So you're going to be choosing between this one. Now you're going to also be choosing between this one. So you're going to only want one of these per game, because else you're just buying mana and the item goes to waste, right? Like a lot of the efficiency on the item goes to waste. Caster Companion. 3k gold, has Lost Chapter and Hectic Alternator. 700 gold. Okay, so first of all, the build paths are fantastic. These are definitely items you want to be buying as a mage player. Build paths are fantastic. The fact that they're cheaper is definitely good news. The fact that they have less finished gold completion, good news. 90 AP, 20 haste, 600 mana. So okay, this item will give you 10 more AP. That's the main difference. Load. Gain a shot charge every 3 seconds up to a maximum of 6. Fire. Damaging abilities consume our short charges to the additional 48% magic damage to the target and 1 additional nearby target per charge. If there are insufficient targets in range for each remaining shot, repeat the damage on the primary target, dealing 35% of the damage. Okay. Makes kinda sense. This kind of feels like a Luden, right? This is the new Ludens, basically. This is like a damaging item. It's like a poke damaging, like Singra will probably like this, right? Yeah, makes sense. Good item. Looks pretty good to me. Storm Surge. Okay, that's the one in the video. 100 gold cheaper. Hectic Alternator. Okay, this is a different one, so you're not going to be comparing. Okay. Hectic Alternator and Ether Wisp. 950 gold. Okay. 90 AP, 10 Magic Pen, 5 MS. Okay. No mana. So this is gonna be maybe second item, third item. Dealing 35% of a champion's max health within 3 seconds, apply Storm Surge to them. Dealing 35% of max champion's max health with 3 seconds, apply Storm Surge to them. And grants the user 25% move speed for 2 seconds. 20-second cooldown. Passive Storm Surge. After 2 seconds, Storm Surge strikes the target with lightning, dealing 100 to 200 based on level, 50% AP magic damage to them. If they die to the lightning or before the lightning strikes, it detonates immediately in a large area around them, and you gain 30 gold. Okay, Burst champions will love this item. It honestly sounds like a really good item for Syndra. It does. Because dealing 35% champ of max health damage within 3 seconds is not that hard of a thing to achieve in League of Legends. It really isn't. This just feels like a champion that wants to do burst is just fantastic with it. And also, I feel like this item is fantastic for range champions because it gives you move speed. I mean, Syndra is so good with this. Honestly, LeBlanc also sounds really good with this. Haunting Guys. Oh, I'm so happy this is back. Haunting Guys used to be one of my favorite items. Actually, let me move my cam. Maybe it's better if I'm back here. Haunting Guys. 1300 gold, amplifying ruby 500 gold. So, sounds pretty good. 35 AP, 200 health. Madness is back. For each second in combat, deal 2% bonus match damage, maximum of 6%. So I could be wrong, but it didn't Haunting Guys in the past used to have 10%? Haunting Guys Wiki lol. I'm going to quickly check. I mean, some champions are gonna love this. This one had, yeah, this one has 10%. Yeah. Okay. So it is a nerf version, definitely. I think it's a nerf version, right? My cam. Fuck it. It is a nerf version, yeah. It's a bit nerf, but it's cheaper. We get 0 AP from items. We'll see about that. 35 200. It's an okay item. New Crib Bloom. 2,850 gold. Lightning Jewel and Findish Codex. Okay, is this the new Void Stuff or what? Why would they rename Void Stuff? I don't like that. Keep Void Stuff in the game. Maybe it is though. Maybe it's just a different version of Void Stuff. So Lightning Jewel and Findish Codex, 850 gold cost. A bit better build path than current Void Stuff. Findish Codex is a better item than Blasting One. 70 AP, 15 haste, 30% magic pen. What Void Stuff has 40, right? Seems a bit low. 30% magic pen is really low number in my opinion. Passive. Life from death. Whenever you get a takedown on an enemy champion within 3 seconds of damaging them, create a healing nova on their location that heals allies for 50% AP. 60-second cooldown. Okay, so my opinion is item looks kind of bad. It's just too weak. Magic pen just seems way too weak on the item. And I think the passive life from death just seems random. It just doesn't fit the thematic of the item. It's weird. Riftmaker. Okay. 3000 gold. Item recipe. Haunting Guys in Findish Codex. Plus 800 gold. 70 AP, 15 haste, 300 health. So stats on the item, AP wise, seem really bad still. Yeah, damage item that randomly heals you. It's just weird. I don't think this fits. Void Corruption. For each second in combat with enemy champion, deal 2% bonus damage, max to 10. At max strength, gain 10% melee and 6% range Omnivamp. Okay. So it's pretty similar effect. Void Infusion, gain 2% of your bonus health as ability power. Oh, so it's the Demonic Embrace effect. Okay, I like that. Omnivant updated with the following. Now only exists on Riftmaker. Omnivant heals you for a percentage of damage you deal, with reduced effect, 30% effectiveness on minions and monsters. Okay. Omnivamp heals you for the full amount with Path or AoE damage. Okay. Lianji's Torment. This item honestly looks okay. Not gonna lie. It looks a bit better. Lianji's Torment, 3k gold. Item recipe. Haunting Guys, a Blasting Wand, 850 gold. Super good build path. Kinda good build path. 90 AP, 300 health. I'm so happy it doesn't give mana anymore. I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. 90 AP, 300 health. Passive. Dealing damage with abilities causes enemies to burn 2% of your max health per second for 3 seconds. This is the same one as right now, right? It's the same? Passive Suffering. For each second in combat with enemy, gain 2% bonus damage, 6%. Okay. Oh, right now it's 4%? No AP scaling anymore in the burn? Oh, so it's just weaker? I don't know. I don't know if this item is that good, to be honest. It's a decent item, but I'm not sure how good it is. Horizon Focus, cheaper. Item recipe, Alternator Finish. 90 AP, 20 haste. When you deal damage with an ability at 700 range, reveal them 10% damage. Passive Focus, when revealing an enemy with Hypershot, reveal all other enemy champions within 400 range of them for 2 seconds.
Can I say Nemesis?
Wow. Okay.
Nemesis Do You Go Liandry versus Morello battle is coming back.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm happy they're bringing Old Liandry back. Old Liandry was way better. I mean, this is a 30-second cooldown for 2 seconds. I'm just comparing it quickly to this item. This item is also 3000 gold. It gives you 100 AP, 15 haste, and 150 health. Item seems pretty similar to current one. It seems pretty similar, in my opinion. It's a slight buff, maybe. It's a slight buff. Yeah, it's a slight buff to the item. Seagram's Armor Guard. Total cost 1600. Amplifying Cloth Armor. 40 AP, 35 armor. Reaps that, I guess? Active status. Use only one time to become invulnerable. Huh. What? So it's the new stopwatch? That's the new stopwatch. Rip that. So you just rush this into that or what? You buy this and you buy Lost Chapter and you're Gucci. Oh. Wait, but is this really a good item? Seeker's Arm Guard. This is gonna obviously buy into Zonia. 35, 45. Oh, okay. So this item will give you. This item would give you 35 armor if it's fully stacked. So it gives you same armor. This item gives you 10 more ability power. And it costs 600 more. So you're basically spending like 400 for the active. Yeah, it's a decent item. Decent item for sure. Oh, it gives AP, so no Zonia. So what the fuck does this build into if it doesn't build into Zonia? Shadow Flame. Total cost 3.2k gold. Item recipe. Needlessly large hectic alternator. 850 gold. Wait, isn't this... Wait, it's more expensive, right, than before, chat, right? 120 AP. 100 gold more. It's 100 gold more. It gives 20 more AP. It gives more magic pen. Magic damage and true damage critically strikes enemies below 35% health, dealing 20% increased damage, reduced to 30% increased damage for damage over time and pet effects. Interesting. Interesting. Item is buffed, right? It kinda does feel buffed, reading this. Cosmic Drive, 3k gold. Kindle Gem, Ether Wisp, Findish Codex. Okay, a lot of haste in the build. 80 AP, 250 health, 25 haste, 5 MS. Damaging an enemy champion with an ability grants bonus move speed for 2 seconds. Okay, how much bonus move speed, Riot? Why is the number not here? How much? But it's kind of weird. The Cosmic Drive wiki. So they kind of just brought it back, right? Because current Cosmic Drive gives you only 100 AP, 30 haste, 5 MS. So this one gives you 5 less haste, 20 less AP, but it gives you health. I don't know. Item might be fine, might not be. It just depends on how much move speed. Amplifying Tome. 400. Oh my god! I said this months ago! Amplifying Tome should be 400 gold! I said it months ago! I said that Amplifying Tome should be 400 because it's way worse than Longsword. Holy, I'm so happy they did it. Wait, it gives you minus 5 AP? It's fucking nerfed. Whatever. Never mind. Never mind. It's fucking nerfed, actually. Fuck that shit. Fuck you. That is so whack. Why would you remove 5 AP, man? It's even worse than Bow. Or is it the same? Wait. No, wait. Is it the same? Fuck, Twitch thought it's nerfed, so I automatically amplifying. Twitch was spamming, it's minus 5 AP, so I just believe them. No, it's the same shit. Never mind. I take it back. Item is fantastic. Thank you, Riot. I should stop reading chat. Thank you, Riot. This is amazing. Okay, before I read Road of Ages, please remove the level up. Please. Okay, let's see. Total cost 2.7k gold. Good news. Item should be cheap. Road of Ages not being cheap ruins the item. Blasting one catalyst 550 gold. Okay, sounds pretty good. Sounds decent. 50 AP, 30 health, 300 health, 300 mana. Current Road of Ages gives you 60 health, 60 AP, I believe. Yeah, it gives you 60. And it costs 2.8. Wait, it's only 100 cheaper. This item game is 20 mana, 20 6 for us and upon reaching max stacks, gain a level. No, man, no. Item is just trash, man. Fuck off. Wow, it's so fucking trash. What the fuck are you guys doing? Okay, it's the same trash as before. It's just 100 cheaper, man. Oh my god, they just can't learn. It's so bad. Please. Holy, it's so bad. It's just bad. Remove the level up, man. Please. Assassin items. Remove Duskblade Prowler. W. That's a W. Oh, new Voltaic Cyclosword. The Brutalizer. Okay, they're just bringing back all the items. And Kirch's Shard. Plus 863 gold. Such a weird number. 55 AD. 18 haste. 18 lethality. 15 haste. Moving attack will generate an energized attack. Dashes and stealth stack it 75% faster. Your energy attack applies 100 bonus physical damage. Slows enemies for 99%. Slow is a melee only. Huh. Interesting. I guess it sounds decent, right? New. Profane Hydra. It sounds pretty decent. 3.4k gold, very expensive. Tiamat, the Brutalizer. 60 at AD, 18 haste. 18 lethality, sorry. 20 haste. Hydra giving lethality. So they want Hydra to be built only by lethality champions. Interesting. Deal 65% of total attack damage, physical damage to nearby enemies. This damage increases to 97%. To below 30%. Oh, it has an active again. Oh, cool. I like actives. Yeah, this is good. Passive attacks deal 40% melee, 20% range damage to other units within 450 units of the target hit. Okay, fuck. I dropped the water bottle. Ijaviki. Okay, let me just compare these numbers really fast, because I'm not totally sure what the numbers are on this one. 40, 20% physical damage, 350 units. No. No, I'm really not a fan, chat. I'm really not a fan. I mean, I hate it. I hate this item already. I really hate this item. No, I really hate this item. I really wish that this wasn't in the game. So why do I hate the item? The only good part is that it doesn't give any lifesteal. So assassin champs can be blocked. But I hate it so much because it promotes degenerate gameplay, because it applies some spells and the range goes up by 100. So when Azat completes this, he just one-shots the wave with no counterplay. I don't like it. And the same goes for any other champion, Nafiri, Talon. These champions are just one-shotting, no? Attacks only. Yes, but attacks only. It says attacks. I think they mean... No, chat. I'm pretty sure this means abilities as well. I could be wrong, but when I read this, I actually think it means abilities. I don't know, I could be wrong. Okay, if it's auto attack only, then which champion will even buy this? If it's auto attack only, nobody. Item's trash if it's only auto attack, I think. Like Riven? Maybe Riven. And maybe Rengar. And Pike mid. This is just a Pike mid buff. This item is not good. If this is only auto attacks, this item is just not good. That's just reality. Hubris. 3000 gold. Serrated Dirk Caulfield Hammer 900. 60 AD, 18 haste, 18 lethality, 15 haste. Okay, 5 less haste than the other one. Passive ego. When you kill an enemy champion, you are granted a statue of yourself. When a champion that you have damaged within the... What? Huh? So just a random statue is gonna appear? What? When a champion that you have damaged within the last 3 seconds dies, gain 10 plus 1 per statue attack damage for 60 seconds. Plus 1 per statue. So if you have 20 kills, it's gonna give you 30 damage. Wait, this is such a stacking item. It gives you 10 damage, then you kill another one. It gives you another 10 damage, then you kill another one. It gives you another 10 damage. Wow. Item looks decent. It's a snowballing item. For sure. It's an assassin snowballing item. New opportunity. 2700 gold. Serrated Dirk Nether Shard. That's a new item. 55 AD, 18 lethality, 6% MS. Oh, what are these numbers? Passive Murder. After being out of combat with champions for 8 seconds, gain bonus lethality. This lethality lasts for 3 seconds after dealing damage to champions. Passive Murder Spit. If a champion dies within 3 seconds of damaging them, gain 150 decay move spit. I think this item looks too broken. This looks way too OP. Ratchix, 900 gold. Longsword, 500 gold. 20 AD, 4% MS. Okay. Okay. Looks pretty good, I would say. Brutalizer. Glowing Mode Pickaxe. 25 AD, 10 haste, 8 lethality. Yeah, good item. Good item. Selja's Grudge. Brutalizer Last Whisper. 45 AD, 15 lethality, 15 haste. Gain 22 plus 12% lethality armor pen. Oh, so the more armor pen you have. Sorry, the more lethality you have, the more armor pen you get. Oh, cool. So it stacks. Passive, damaging Slow damaging ability, slow enemies below 50% health. Okay. Okay. This item is only good 5th or 6th item probably. Before that it's not probably worth buying. They nerfed it as second item. Tank items remove Turbo Chem Tank, Radiant Virtue, Even Shout, Gargoyle Stoneplate, Aegis of Legion, Life Pendant. Okay. Hollow Radiance, 2.8k gold, Bammy, and Spectre. 600 health, 40 MR, 100 base health. Immolate, so that's like the burning passive. Moonburn, killing an enemy, non-ward, non-structured, this 30, 35, 3.5 bonus HP magic damage area around them. Oh, so this is like, oh, okay. This is like an item where you kill a ward. It's like an MR Sunfire, pretty much. It's like a wave clear thing. This Moonburn thing. You kill a minion, and then things around them explode. Okay, so this item just sounds like a Sunfire for tank items, tank champions. So it's really good. It's a pretty decent MR option. Unending Despair. 2.8k. Chainwest Skin Gem Ruby Crystal 800 gold. 400 health, 55 armor, 10 haste. When in combat with champions every 7 seconds, deal magic damage to nearby enemy champion, healing for 175 of the damage dealt. So a Mumu W or what? Okay. A bit of a weird item. Canik Rukern. What the fuck is this name? 3k gold, Spectre, Negatron, 850. 350 health, 80 MR. After not taking damage from champions for 15 seconds, gain a magic damage shield for 18% of your max health. Galio W. Wow. 80 MR. Pray for mages, guys. Pray for mage players. The new void stuff shreds 30%. It's so bad. Jaksha the Proton. 3.2k gold. Chain Vest, Negatron, Ruby. 250-50. Increase your bonuses by 25%. I feel like this item is nerfed. I don't think this item sounds that good to me. Deadman's Plate, 3.1k, Winged Chain Ruby, 300 health, 40 MR, 5 speed. The strength of moon speed slowing effects is reduced by 25%. Okay. It gives you like a sweetness boots passive. And then 40 bonus MS. Interesting. Interesting. I think the item still looks pretty bad, personally. Force of Nature. 2.8k gold. Negatron Winged Ruby. 400 health, 50 MR, 5% MS. Taking magic damage from enemy champion grants a stack of Steadfast up to maximum 8 for 7 seconds. Enemy mobilizing effects grant additional 2 stacks. One spell can add a new stack. While at 8 stacks, gain 60 MR and 10% increase speed. What the fuck? What the fuck are these anti-MR items? GG. We fucking lost. Ain't no way that's in the game, right? That just sounds so broken. Enchanter items. Glowing Moot, 250 gold, 5 haste. Wow, so you can buy 2 of those at level 1 or what? Downcore, 2.7k. Bandleglass Mirror. What, 2 of them? 40 AP, 20 haste. Gain 2% heal shield power per 100%. Summoner spell gain haste. Gain 18 summoner spell haste. Okay. Item is kinda bad. I think. Echoes of Hylia, 2.2k. 200 health, 40 haste, 40 AP, 20 haste. Damaging a champion gets a soul shard up to max 3. Healing or shielding another restores 20 health and this feat will imagine per shard to the champion. Passive dissonance removed. Are these the same stats as right now? Staff of Flowing Water. 2.3k. 40. 125. 115, 125. 18. 8. Passive Rapids, healing or shielding allied champions, excluding the user, grants the user 40 AP and 10% bonus for 3 seconds. Which champion would like that? Like a Lulu and a Karma or what? Doesn't sound that good of an item, personally. Fighter items removed Gorge Inker, Divine, Silverman Down, Iron Spike Whip. I really don't like they removed Silverman Down. I really think that item was good. New Sunderer Sky. 3.1k gold, Tunneler, Caulfield's Hammer 900. 55 AD, 15 haste, 300 health. Light Shield Strike. The first attack against a champion will critical strike for 150 damage and heals for 110 base AD, 8% of missing health. Huh? Why is there no cooldown? What's the cooldown? What's the cooldown on this thing? I don't think this sounds that good, chat, if I'm being honest. Because if you can only use this once per fight, it's not a big deal. To me, this doesn't seem that OP. Tiamat. 1.2k gold, longsword, 20 AD, and then an Actio. Cool. Old Tiamat is back. Ravenous Harja. 3.3k. 70 AD, 20 haste, 10 lifesteal. Dealing 80% of total attack damage, physical damage to nearby enemies. This damage applies lifesteal. Attacks. Okay. Okay. Doesn't sound that good, but maybe, yeah, Kiana or something? I don't know. Titanic. 3.3. Tiamat Thunder, Ruby. 55 AD, 550 health. Attacks deal additional physical damage on hit, deal physical damage to enemies behind the target. On your next attack, Cleave will instead do more physical damage. They're ruining the game again. Thank you. Okay. Nitro Hexagis. 3000 gold. Noon Quiver. 55 AD, 20 attacks with 300 health. Gain 30 ultimate ability haste. After casting your ultimate, gain 35% attack speed and 50% move speed for 7 seconds. Which champion would like this? What's a champion that actually wants to use this? Tryndamere? I don't think so. Nasus? Could be Nasus. Jax? Could be Jax. Vayne? I don't know, the item just doesn't sound good to me. Like, this ultimate ability haste is so fucking useless. Every champion has so low ultimates already, cooldowns. I don't know, man. It's kinda... Maybe it's fine. I mean, 7 second, 15% MS. It's really strong on like Olaf, I would say, yeah? This sounds like a good fighter item, maybe. Tunneler, 1.1k gold, longsword ruby, 15 AD, 250 health. Okay. Hoodbreaker. Fuck, they didn't remove it. 65 AD, 350 health, 5% MS. Basic attack, grant a stack. Up to a maximum of 5 stacks. Attacking enemy champion or epic monster while at max stacks consumers All stacks to the 150% base AD bonus physical damage. Increase to 400% against structures. Okay. Passive boarding part. Nearby allied, siege, and super minions gain 15 to 90 bonus armor and magic resist based on level. But you don't get it. Okay, so isn't Hoodbreaker just fucking useless? What? This item is like whatever. What? It's like finally it's not gonna be degenerate anymore. Shybreaker. 3k gold, Phage Pickaxe Dagger. 50 AD, 20 attack speed, 400 health. Slash. Gain 25% bonus MS per champion hit. Can move while casting. Item sounds pretty fine. Withstand. 50 attack speed, 50 MR. 20% tenacity? Attacks apply 15 magic damage on hit. Ooh. So it's not as much of a DPS item. It's mainly an item that you want to get magic resist and tenacity. Okay. Spear Sojin, 3.1k. Kindle Gem Caulfield. Your non-ultimate spells gain 15% 15 ability haste. Spells hit grand stacks up to 3. Your spells deal 2% increased damage for each stack. Okay. Item performance will differ for medium range users. Cool. Sounds pretty good. Phage, 1.1k gold. Attacks a unit grant 20%. Okay. This is like old Phage. Steel Sigil, 1.2k gold. Longsword Cloth Armor, 550 gold. 15 AD, 30 armor. So it's like a Seeker's Arm Guard for melee for AD champions, by the way. This is a Seeker's Arm Guard, no? For melee champs, for AD champs. Marksman, Rage Knight Gale Force, cool. Terminus, 3.2k gold. Record Bow, Last Whisper Dagger. 40 AD, 30% attack speed. Attacks apply 30 magic damage on hit. Alternate between light and dark on hits each attack. Light attacks grant 3 to 5 armor and magic resist up to 15 to 25 for 5 seconds. Dark attacks gain 6% magic penetration, armor and magic penetration up to 30% for 5. Wow. Wow. This item looks really strong. What the fuck? Guardian Angel. 55 AD, 45 armor. Okay. Phantom Dancer. 20 AD, 30 attack speed, 20 crit, 10 movement speed! On attack, basic attacks grant ghosting and a stack of 7% attack speed. Up to 5 stacks, max of 35. Damn, so good. That is so good. That is so good. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. That's it? Okay, Phantom Dancer looks amazing. What now? My throat hurts from talking so much. Spider Axe. What do we have? Zonia rework. This was confirmed to be an older explanation of the rework of the item. It still has 120 AP. Okay. Okay, they're not... Okay, it still has AP. He didn't post anything, right? He posted all of it that is already in the Twitter. Yeah, he posted everything I just wrote, right? Damn. Damn. I like a lot of the items Shroud is putting in the game. I do like a lot of the items Riot is putting into the game. It's gonna be interesting. Check lol YouTube. Didn't you mean this channel? They already saw the video. Yeah, this is the only gameplay teaser they released. So much MR added to the game. Yeah, that will be a problem. MR is already way too efficient. Do I think free gained communities law back? No, I don't. AP kill is that? Yeah, I wonder what Kale does with itemization. I mean, the new Reef Maker doesn't sound too bad for Kale. I think she's still probably gonna want Nasher and Reef Maker. So many people are already crying. Okay, here's my opinion, guys. Here's my opinion. Changes are good for League of Legends. Okay, the game is extremely stale, in my opinion. Okay, changes are good. Most of the changes that Riot announced today, in my opinion, are good. I don't see how not. I read the changes that Riot released, and I really do think they're just good changes. Let me just tell DR. This new objective, it's probably in the game to make the game not be played only around bot lane. That is why it's probably in the game. But simultaneously, I think supports are still going to roam way too much. And that's an issue, but they're not going to do anything about it. It wouldn't surprise me if a support roams to this objective at minute 5. There's going to be a meta where a support just roams at minute 5 to this objective. That is my worry. Okay, then you have the new Herald. I think it's cooler. Then you have these Void Camps. I am not a fan of this one because they give red buff and blue buff to everyone. I'm not a fan of that. But okay, sure. Scuffler, okay, sure. Baron, I think it's cool that Baron changes terrain. I think that is really cool. Yeah, this is all cool. Then you have map changes. In my opinion, they're good for the game. They're just strictly good for the game. Then you have, yeah, the map changes, they're just good. Certain champs are going to be nerfed, like Kiana. I think Kiana is probably just losing way too much power. It's gonna have to be buffed, somewhat. Infernal map changes, good. But I wish Riot would do more map changes, not just Infernal. Then you have these new items, okay. Some of them look bad, some of them look good. In general, it just depends what you're looking at. Like, mage items look pretty good, for the most part. Support items look a bit too OP to me. They're bringing back a lot of old items, which is good. Road of Ages is still trash. Yeah, assassin items, some of them look really good too. ADCs didn't get a lot of love, I would say, but they already got love before. You know, some new tank items, some of them look good, some of them look way too good. Deadman's Plate, okay. A lot of old items like Brutalizer returning. Sunder being gone, good for the game. Triforce is probably going to be the fighter item. Hydra getting its active back is good for the game. But I'm still not sure about the overall version of Hydra's. They added a tenacity on an item, which is really surprising. Really, really surprising. I wonder how that's gonna pan up. Okay, some new ADC items. Phantom Dancer looks fantastic. And that's it. Like, there's probably more item changes, but that's all the article says. Is there anything else to react to? What is it? Skin spotlights?